Welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into whatever movie and film for the week. This week, Elf, with me, Byron, and Megan.
Hello!
Hey, we're here just ready for wintertime.
Honestly, unfortunately.
I mean, we're in wintertime.
Yeah, currently.
But we got the holiday spirit. We're like, let's put on Elf.
Yes.
Good time.
Buddy the Elf, dude.
Jon Favreau directed this. He's pretty good director.
He did do that.
Yeah, he's good with dialogue. He's really good with dialogue.
And it's the little bits that add so much to this whole movie. Like,
just the small characters, the little, like, snappy lines they have to each other.
For real, like, the conversations they have with Buddy, like...
it's starring Will Ferrell as Buddy the Elf. He's killing it.
He is, honestly.
I think this is one of those roles where it's like, someone else could have just made this an okay movie. Yeah. But Will Ferrell, he kills it in this type of shit.
He, honestly, it's an iconic role. Like, especially just him. Like, you associate him with the fucking Elf. Buddy the Elf.
Stuff Brothers.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But he played the role very well. He just let loose. There was like, they're like, act like a giant child. Okay.
Literally.
No hesitation.
He does it so, like, effortlessly, too. Yeah. Like, it's so kind of natural.
Yes.
It's a natural, playful cheerfulness.
Yes.
And
innocence.
Very
almost.
Innocent.
Like.
Very innocent, very dumb.
Yeah. Very clueless, man.
And so, first off, I want to just say, I don't like the elves or Santa.
Santa, I don't like the elves, but Santa, I'm indifferent about because obviously the man's been around.
Yeah, I guess he's older.
He knows a thing or two.
But also, he's a little bit manipulative towards the end. Very manipulative.
Because he's Santa Claus. Like, he's giving...
He's like, buddy, go find the engine. I'm going to stay here and just look around.
Yep.
He's like, I want to make sure the reindeer are good right now.
And the part that I don't get is like, how would he have made it without the engine prior? You know, and what a coincidence that it so happened to be in Central Park where Buddy was nearby.
Literally.
That could be conveniently fix the sleigh. And that's what the sleigh, not the ocean. He said the river. But the sleigh is motor powered, like a whole jet engine powered, or it's powered by believing in Santa.
Yeah, the reindeer powered like that. But they started needing the engine because
people stopped believing.
It's always the same thing. People stopped believing. But people were waiting for. There was a decent list of people who were like, I have my list for Christmas. I'm ready.
Always.
But Santa's like, it's not enough. You need to believe more.
Yep. I mean, fair. This was in 2003.
Like, Santa, upgrade your tech. Be real. And then the elves, they were nice in front of Buddy, but then they were like talking mad
super
shit
fake
behind him.
Super fake.
Which is because Buddy was dunking on them in basketball.
He was. Dude, that picture collage, I was like, damn. He really did do that to them, though. Like, the rest, it was kind of like, Buddy. But not in basketball.
Yeah, he was killing in basketball, fucking up everything else.
Yeah.
Which is because he's bigger than everything, so he's just working with smaller tools and shit. Everything he has is just the small version of shit.
It's like child size.
And they're like, he's not working well with us. I'm like, no, he's a human. You guys, no one was a human, and you just let him act like this.
And then didn't tell him until he was 30.
Literally.
And then the pop elf goes, I need to tell you something. Probably should have told you.
But it's also probably because time works different for them.
Fair.
They're all a lot older. So they were probably like, 30 years isn't that long.
True.
So those kids in that classroom with him were 30 years old.
If not older.
Maybe older. That's crazy.
Because you have to look at, which I don't know if it was obviously just portraying Buddy going through school and like education of sorts, but he was
basic classes,
and he was literally the largest. And But I'm assuming he was a full adult taking these children's classes.
They must have been super nice because none of them slipped up and said anything.
No.
I would have nice said something. Him. He's over here crushing Papa on his lap. Someone needs to say something poor man. Too.
Dude.
He falls over, he could kill someone.
Yeah.
He almost killed someone.
He did, pretty much.
And then they finally tell him, and they don't tell him. He finds out through like them talking behind his back, and he just goes straight to the bathroom, closes the door.
Yep.
He's like, I need some space.
Yep. And then the dad right there, Papa Elf, was just like, I gotta tell you something, man. You're not gonna like it.
So how do you feel about Papa Elf?
He means well.
He's a good guy.
You could tell he's the only person with a heart in that entire facility.
Oh yeah, those elves are ruthless.
They're just mean, fake, dude.
Remember when he said how many etching sketches he got done? He was like
85, and they're I'm like, it's a lot.
They were like, what are you doing over there?
They're what, 915 away or something? I'm like,
yeah, behind. Yeah, oh no, they're killing it.
Mm-mm.
Which I don't understand is how he's just okay with that, but then when he's throwing snowballs, he's super powered back to like an actual elf.
Literally.
Did
he pick up on the magic when he was in the North Pole in little elf land? Really?
Little elf land.
Elf land.
The North Pole.
Oh, technically. I said Antarctica? No.
I can't. But I like all the like little scenarios they put him in through around the city. Like,
yes. When he first arrived.
Him running in that little the doorway, the falling doorway.
Yes.
Just constantly, and people are just like, "What is he doing?"
My favorite is when he's hopping the lines on the crosswalk. That's my absolute favorite. Least favorite when he's eating the fucking stray gum placed on.
Which he was told not to do.
Santa explicitly told him. He said, Bestie, here's some things that you don't do. What did Buddy do?
Don't eat gum off just ran this floor or like anywhere.
Yep.
Ew.
He said, it's not free candy.
He's like, candy, ooh.
Nope. No, Buddy, no.
And what other scenarios are like him at the mall, which
the passion fruit spray.
Instant. He's so good at shit like that. That's why I love him.
And when he fucking puts his foot on the escalator, like all the way, just like a full split all the way up it, like.
They were like, yeah, well, just improv something. You got it. And he's like, I'm going to kill it the first try.
Yep.
Shit.
Damn. Okay. All right. Okay.
He's just so good at playing dumb in like the most creative ways, I think.
Because it gives... He has different forms of comedy, it feels like, too. Like it all is around like one general area, but like he can play a couple different.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of like a snappy person. Like
Will Ferrell does that. Mm-hmm. I want to see him in a serious role.
Oh, he probably has been in a serious role.
I just don't know it, honestly. After we didn't say anything about him meeting his dad.
Oh, yeah. So, how do you feel about the dad?
He's a dickhead in the beginning.
Yeah, he's. I don't understand how he got this job. He got this job as a children's book publisher.
Yes.
And he hates everything about it. He doesn't like any of the children like stories. He's like, oh, it's missing 2 pages? Fuck it. Who cares?
Just publish it. Who cares? Literally. It's like the children aren't going to care about the puppy and the dog or whatever. That's the same thing.
I was like, bro, what are you doing? Of course you're going to get yelled at like the next day because you just shipped like so many copies of a book missing 2 pages, the ending.
Yep.
And he's like, it's fine.
Yep.
These kids won't know this.
No.
The parents will.
That are purchasing it.
They're going to be reading it and they're going to be like, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Said it's not finished. Where are the last pages?
What's going on here? I just paid for this book.
I'd be pissed.
And he's just like, haha, whatever. I don't like Christmas shit.
He said, fuck them kids.
And
he is very bitter.
Yeah, he's very bitter. I wish we knew more about why he was so bitter. He just kind of like says, fuck work at the end. And he's like, I'm happy now.
I feel like it could partially be, so Buddy's mom, and Dad, they, canoodled.
Yeah.
Dad didn't know about Buddy at all. Mom has Buddy, puts him up for adoption, and then she dies. So maybe...
I don't know if she dies right after the...
No, but... and also, like, they
don't even really talk about the mom.
No.
Which is crazy. They were saving that for the sequel. I'm kidding, there was no sequel.
That would have been really bad at this point.
Yeah. There might have been plans, but I hope not. It's one of those movies where you just leave it.
Yeah.
It's one good movie.
Yeah. It had a good enough of an ending. It didn't need any additional.
No.
Mm-mm.
So, wait. We need to talk about these Central Park Rangers. So, at the end, when Santa's sleigh crashes, they bring out these Central Park Rangers. Everybody's like, not those guys.
Yeah, not the Central Park Rangers.
Even Santa's like, oh no.
Yes. Which, it's just a bunch of NYPD on horses. I'm like, what is Rangers?
And they were mad because they were on the naughty list. Probably because of their incident in the past. Forgot what concert it was. But they I don't know what they did. They were still fighting the case for that concert.
Dude.
Whatever they did there.
Back in 85. Oh, a Simon and Garfunkel concert.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It was something about riot control. They were they were fucking around. Probably trample someone with the horse.
Oh.
Mm.
But then, why were they after Santa Claus that rough, too? Like, they were
Because
really
they were
after
on
him.
the naughty list.
So, this guy deserves to fucking die.
Yeah, he's like, they were probably going to try to, force themselves on the nice list.
Yep.
They're like, put me on the nice list.
Yeah.
I understand. It's like, or what? I don't even
Santa dies.
Yeah, Santa would probably die.
No.
No.
Santa's a magical being. I feel like he kind of is indestructible now.
I don't know. In this movie, he's kind of old. He's just telling people what to do. He's like,
Yeah.
buddy, go get the engine. Hey, kid, open this hatch.
Literally.
Do this. And he's just chilling right there.
He's just big chilling.
He's probably conserving energy because he still has half the trip to do.
All right, Santa.
But I don't think so. I think he's just lazy.
Yeah.
Which is weird because in Red One, which I watched recently, Santa's buff as shit. And he's like...
No.
He's like running through these houses fast as fuck. And this one, Santa's just like...
You're fat or jolly old man, you know?
He's just chilling. He's not even doing much.
No.
This is an easy role for that guy.
He played Santa very well,
He
though.
did.
Santa just was not about it.
No.
He's like, I've done this so many times, I don't care at this point.
Yeah, he was giving up a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like everyone else, which maybe he needed to believe in Christmas again.
True. Have you thought about that, Santa?
Yeah, did you think about that, Santa?
No.
Instead, you were lecturing other people. You just needed one group of people to sing a Christmas song. That's
in
all
New
you
York
needed.
City, literally. Like, there's still a whole world. Like, is that just as small of enough of a group of people or large enough?
It's probably going to be a rough trip for him. He's going to keep getting people to sing. But that's probably why he brought Buddy along. He's like, yeah, Buddy, I'm going to need you to, sing or, get these people.
I'm going to be in the sleigh.
Yeah, I'm going to be chilling.
I'm going to be hanging out.
This is going to be my 5-minute break.
Literally.
Every continent, I'm just...
I'm chilling. Buddy's messing around the whole time, too. Like, he's not...
Let's talk about the snowball fight.
That was crazy.
That was insane because there wasn't even that many kids, but the amount of snowballs that they were throwing,
insane.
it was like 20 like minute type shit.
It had to have like they had to have made all the little snowballs and then just been grabbing them and throwing them at that point, like every single person. But there was so many snowballs.
Yeah, rip the person who wasn't prepared for that, and they just destroyed.
Yeah.
Because these kids want to gang up on random people.
Yep. And then Buddy showed up and was like, "Nah, we're gonna get him back."
He pulled some like wanted shit with these snowballs.
Made at least like 50 of them in a second. It was just driving them, literally, like it was whipping them.
Wow, that's all. That's the only part where he like uses his abilities.
Yeah.
Where I'm like,
It's a little magical.
so do you have magical abilities, Buddy? Or what's going on there?
Or
He just practiced
he
snowball
can
making?
sing.
That's no. Oh, how do you feel about the family, the mom and the brother?
I love them.
Yeah.
I feel like the brother he was there and then he wasn't, and then he was like, wait a minute. Yes. Like
yeah.
the mom was there for it the whole time. Like,
The mom, very accepting mom.
Yes.
Love it.
Yep. She said, "Oh, this is your 30-year-old son from a previous relationship that you didn't even know about? Like, sure, bring him in.
Literally.
Bring him in."
And she does it again in Step Brothers.
Yep.
Well, yeah, kind of. It's not the same situation, but it's kind of the same relationship. Like,
Where she's like, "Oh my God, you also have an adult man-child?
literally.
Like, come live with me, yes."
Ridiculous. I like that the brother became a very important part in the
Yes.
ending, where he was like, all right, let me help wrap this
Yep.
story up. Let's find Buddy. Let's get this story done.
He grabbed Santa's book on their little news in New York, was reading everybody's wants and wishes for Christmas.
He called the reporter out, and she was salty.
Yeah, 'cause
She
she
was like, turn it off. We're done.
Yep. Because she was being, see you next Tuesday the whole time throughout.
Literally.
It's like, Miss Girl,
And then he's like,
we get it, but
oh, you want an engagement ring and your boyfriend to get it going? And she was mad.
she said,
She was like, fuck, he's watching right
yep.
now.
But if he was watching too, he would have seen dude that she interviewed prior about, what was she even asking him? Oh, like what he saw in the sky.
Yeah.
And he's just like love bombing her
Yeah, he's love bombing her.
on the news.
He's not even answering anything about what he saw. He's just like, yeah, it was something crazy.
Yeah. He has beautiful eyes and beautiful lips. And it's like, okay, what fell out of the sky then, dude?
Really? Stop being a weirdo.
Weirdo.
Cam. His family definitely talked to him after that.
Yep.
They were like, hey, you can't be doing this.
Like, you need to read the room a little.
Literally. I also love the scene where he starts working at the mall, working quotation marks, where he just walks in. They're like, hey, you need to get to work. What are you doing?
Yep. He was dressed as an elf with you.
Yeah. And then he was like, you can't just be wandering around. And he's like, I can't.
It's like, I've been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
This entire time. Buddy's just been wandering. Also, I'm just still not over the wander from the North Pole all the way to New York City.
He was trucking it. He was, I don't know how he did it. Maybe he got some rides. Probably not.
No, he was walking. He was walking to and from.
Yeah, so when he left, it was the Christmas before, and then when he got there, it was the next Christmas. No.
That went crazy. A whole year.
Also, him being weird and going into the women's bathroom, which there's no way there's not a women's bathroom in the North Pole. There is one. There's women elves.
Yes. So, like, Buddy,
Why the fuck do you go in there?
maybe they have different signs and he couldn't understand.
He could have been singing from outside that door.
True.
No.
I feel like you can also walk into a women's bathroom versus a men's bathroom and notice a stark difference.
Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
There's no urinals.
Yeah. But it's Buddy.
True, he wouldn't know.
No, he's a weirdo.
But
What
that
does Buddy
too,
know?
his love interest is Zoe Deschanel. She's a cute little blonde little carrot. Oh my god, eats. She's so good. She's so cute in this movie too.
My favorite
love
thing
it.
about her character is she just stays the same
Yeah.
throughout the whole movie. They
Yep.
even have these little things where she's like, I just don't sing in front of people.
Yep.
Just so she can sing in front of people later in the movie. And then she's like, oh, I had to shower at work because my water is out. And then they never bring up her situation again.
No. And she works at the mall as a little, what is she, an elf too? Yeah. But-
Yeah, she's an elf. Yeah, all the people working were just elves, and then they had Santa that one day. Santa got beat up.
He said, "You're not Santa." Also, a lot of great one-liners in this movie.
Very great.
So many.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
Then one of those animals are just crying.
He's sobbing the whole
I
time.
can't.
And they're like, "It's okay."
Not him leaving his best friends like that. He's like, I'm out, guys.
He said, "Son of a nutcracker." That one was a bop.
That one was wild. There's some good ones. There's one slur that we can't say.
No. It's it is.
It's very close. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something. But so what'd you like about the movie?
It's like lighthearted and fun. And there's like, depending on like how you're watching, like as a kid, like seeing this, you just see this like grown man like messing around and ha ha ha, oh my god, that's so funny. Like breakfast spaghetti with like Hershey's chocolate and sprinkles and like God only knows what else in there. Ew, but like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, kids are like, oh my god, I want to try that.
Yeah.
The parents are like, fuck no.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I like all the little montages.
Yeah.
Like the montage with him in the mailroom.
That one was too good.
Him getting
And you
drunk.
couldn't appreciate that as a kid. So I was like, "What?"
I'm like, what's going on
Yeah.
in the mailroom?
Like they're dancing now. Like, oh shit, Will Ferrell,
Okay.
he's getting it.
Oh, the cast
That
is
stunt
really
double
good.
was working extra hard.
Oh yeah, that stunt double was working really hard. Oh, the cast is really good. I
Yeah.
love the cast.
Very good casting.
I can't remember everyone's name, I'm
No.
be honest. But
Good cast.
very good cast. Even Peter Dinklage was in it
Yep.
for a minute. He
A
he
pop.
killed his scene.
He did.
He killed his
Yep.
scene and he beat up
He
Buddy.
wasn't playing.
He
was
fucked Buddy
not.
up.
He was not messing around.
All right, Megan. So how many bong rips would you take before this movie?
I'm gonna say you're gonna need at least 7.
At least 7.
I'm gonna say
Oh yeah, I like that. A good 7.
because I feel like 10 is a little overkill.
Yeah,
But I feel like even the higher low key, the better because it is.
it's just a good time.
Yes.
Not a lot of thought into
It's a good
it.
movie to just like throw on and be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, especially now, like 'tis the season.
The plot's easy
Well,
to
Christmas-
like pay attention to
Yeah.
and just like
Pick up on things
pick
and
up on things.
doesn't go very deep, but
It's deep enough, you know.
yeah. Oh my god, because in
It's a
some of the
good time.
parts were like so like heartwarming. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
There's a little bit of cheese. A little cheese at points. There's a little bit of cheese
The
at the end.
singing on the news was not it, but
Yeah.
did we get closure on Papa Elf?
What do you mean?
Does he know that Buddy made it okay and he's with his new dad? And like, does he still communicate to Papa Elf?
Yeah. He's with Papa Elf at the end. Don't you remember?
No.
Yeah, remember he shows him the baby between him and what you call it? The girl. Him and his girlfriend have a baby within like a little bit after that whole situation.
Wow, that was just wow. I do remember this now. You're gonna have to cut this part by yourself.
Oh, we'll see what we cut. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Hold up, hold up.